at our table, we discussed the choices of access, and we covered both areas. TV, we found that with TV there's less interaction with it, but the plus with it would be that we could record for later viewing. Whereas computer, there is a little bit more interactive possibilities with it, but that there was still a possible 2% of people that don't have a computer or know how to use one. Even with the people here that wanted to use the TV, they said that they had difficulty in often working the TVs nowadays. They've become a little bit more complicated than they used to be. On-off button's about the simplest part of the TV. Other than that, getting from screen to screen or trying to record a program is often difficult. So they felt that if either of those options were used, that it would be helpful to have a follow-up mail-out to give them some more information about what was shown on the program. Access to the program in print is another one that they would like to see happen. When the program is started, that maybe at the beginning of it, that make the viewers aware to have pen and paper handy, and throughout the program to put up those links that they can contact later, so they can follow up on any information that's been provided for them. And also that the information that's given to them be done in small bite-sized amounts. That a lot of the people that are watching this program may not be able to take a lot of information in one sitting. So to keep those programs small. With the topics, some of the things that we covered was cleaning assistance for people who have difficulty in bending. A lot of these people have all that work sitting there in front of them and find it difficult and stressful not to be able to do it. And obviously some of the packages that are given to them are very, very small and don't really cover a great deal of what's needed. So maybe access to some of those extra services on how they can help themselves. Continuity of staff was another area that was of importance. Even though people receive packages in their homes, the support workers that come in there are often changed, and where they get somebody that knows how they like things done, all of a sudden they're no longer there. So continuity is very important within the home. And as I explained, that with the staffing levels and the funding levels, that's not always possible, but it's something that maybe they could work towards.
Can I just add to that? They actually don't do it because of policy. They don't want people to be familiar with the work staff. So it's not something, it's done deliberately, not...
Because of those professional boundaries, to make sure that people don't get taken advantage of, or that they don't feel that because they've become a friend to the family that they do more than they're there to do.
But can I just say something? When someone has got dementia or Alzheimer's, it's so important for that person to have that same routine with the same person. Or in my case, we've probably got about 3 different ladies that come, and my husband's quite happy with them. But anyone strange, he will just throw a tantrum.
But the reason that they do rotate them is because if somebody is off sick, and if that's the only person you've ever had come into your home, then all of a sudden you're going to have a problem.
Oh,
The actual one is huge, just 4 or 5 or 6 or 7.
that's right.
And unfortunately,
Maybe you should have.
And of course there's such a big turnover of staff nowadays that even if you do have somebody for a while, they move on, change services. It is definitely a problem. Okay, some of the topics that they'd like to see also on the show would be interest groups. So, for example, something on simple gardening, simple cooking, book clubs, any of the sort of group interests. People don't always want to hear about what's wrong. sometimes they just want to hear, you know, the things that they enjoy. And yeah, although there's a lot of programs on the shows already on gardening and cooking and what have you, we're not looking at that. We're wanting something simple and easy that people can do in their home. Also, information on services available and what to do if should you need to leave your home urgently. So, carers, unfortunately, carers get sick too. And if you're relying totally on that carer, what happens to you when they're taken out of the picture? So they want to have some information on what the backup is. And that can be for just urgent situations, or it could be when the person that cares for you is taken out of the picture permanently, what's going to happen to you. Also on products available to help you in the home. So just little things like the lock boxes for your keys, so that the ambulance service can get into your home should you leave them in a hurry, or the buttons around your neck, just to give you some information about those services and what you can do to stay in your home safely. So that was some of those topics that we talked about. One was mentioned about U3A, which is a service run by a university who runs short courses on all different types of topics. So access to something like that would be also helpful. And that's about what we covered.